Mel's from Heart of the Bush Marketing, and we're going to have a Business After event coming up.
Hi Kim.
Hi Mel. So just tell me a little bit about it.
Okay, so I've been really keen to have a Business After Hours event for quite a couple of years because there's some really fabulous grant opportunities out at the moment for businesses, for community groups in the Mudgee region, and I'm a really firm believer that it's much better to have that money in our bank accounts, in our businesses and in our community groups than for other people. So I really wanted to have a workshop where I could share some top tips that I have learnt over the many sort of 20 years that I've been writing grants to basically upskill local people on how to write better grants. But also I wanted to showcase a couple of opportunities that are out there at the moment through two different groups. There's the Rural Assistance Authority, and they've got some really brilliant grants and particularly probably more loan focused for rural producers, agricultural producers in the region. And I'm thinking, not only just farmers, but wine and grape growers as well. They could be putting their hand up for this money. And then also Jobs New South Wales, which is focused very much on employment creation and funding for small businesses in New South Wales. So the actual event is going to have three different sessions as such. We're going to hear from Carly Potts from Rural Assistance Authority, and she's going to talk about, as I say, the grants that are available for primary producers. And at the moment, which I know the Chamber's been very forward-thinking in promoting, is a lot of drought mitigation and water loans, which is incredibly relevant at the moment. She'll be focusing on that sort of grant. I'll then do a session on the top tips for writing better grants, and then we'll hear from representatives of Jobs New South Wales, and they'll be talking about what's available for small business. And then we'll finish off with a really broad Q&A session where people can ask whatever question they want relevant to their own business or group.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Mel. So there's a water rebate scheme available now, isn't there, from the 1st of July, was it?
Well, I'm not specifically, I haven't got that one on the top of my head, but I know there are loans at the moment for drought infrastructure. So that is for water storage, for pumping, for pipelines, all those sorts of things. But yeah, they've probably got a really broad suite of grants available.
And Carly's going to have a bit of a chat about that
Oh,
on the
definitely,
Business After Hours.
yes.
Yeah,
Plus
great.
a whole lot of others, yeah.
Yeah, great. So you've got some good representatives kind of coming along, and you're going to be able to kind of show some people how to write some good grant applications, because I think people get a little bit intimidated on that, and there's a lot of jargon in there and boxes to tick.
That's it. I mean, writing a grant application it just seems to be a million hoops to jump through. So what I want to do is try and help people understand what really needs to be in an application to make it really positive and persuasive.
Yeah.
Because writing grants is a competitive thing. It's not you, it might be another 500 people that are applying for exactly the same thing. So it's really about how you can make your grant application stand out.
Yeah,
So we're not, in my presentation as such, I'm not going to focus on specific grants available. We can talk about some of those in the Q&A session. It's really the nuts and bolts of what you need to do to get your head around sitting down to write an application.
Yeah, great. And maybe also, I guess, knowing where to find those grants?
We can talk about that in the Q&A session, yes.
Yeah,
yep.
great. Well, that's wonderful. So when is it on again?
So it's on Wednesday, the 27th of February. Registration's from 5:15. It's going to be a very informal atmosphere, but we've got a hell of a lot of content to cover.
Yep.
And it'll finish about 7:30, although people can wander off earlier if they want. So it's a free event, and it's going to be held at the CWA Hall on Market Street, which I think from memory is 47 Market Street.
Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Okay, thank you so much, Mel. We're looking forward to it.
My pleasure. Thank you.